Kristin Tate, author of Government Gone Wild and a contributor for The Hill, joining us now. So Ted Cruz called this speech bold and positive. Chris Wallace said it was his best speech yet. What does Kristin say?
It was a huge night for Trump. I was so pleased. I give him an A+ on this. You know, he was bold, he was strong, yet he was presidential. And, you know, nothing he really said in this speech was controversial, or it shouldn't have been controversial. You know, he spoke about a lot of different topics, but the main common theme throughout all of them was America first. And there shouldn't be anything controversial about putting the needs of American citizens before the needs of foreigners, and that's really kind of what propelled him through the campaign. And I think he delivered that message last night in a way that was really palatable to people outside of his base.
Yeah, and that, I was thinking that whether or not, I mean, the people who love Trump are just going to love him regardless because they like his policies and ideas. And the question was whether or not some of the moderates or people who are more cautious on him, whether they changed their ideas on him a little bit. And you can answer that, as well as big picture. I think he also, in addition to staying on point, stayed on the teleprompter, hit the heart. I mean, he tried so hard to make it himself real with everything from the Navy SEAL to immigration, talking about those who are positive and productive, that he's not against immigrants.
Right, exactly. And I think, you know, a lot of people who have been a little bit scared of Trump were not necessarily scared of his policies, but the way he communicates. You know, he's kind of bombastic and bold, and that's why his supporters love him, but it does terrify some folks. And last night we saw a Trump that seemed really focused, and he was specific about a lot of his policies, and that's another thing I think a lot of people were waiting for.
Do you think he was using last night, we're about 40 days into this presidency, to reset the dialogue, to reset somewhat of an awkward relationship he's had with staffing controversies with the media? Was that his reset moment?
I think it was, and he was also trying to unify the country last night. And he, in several cases, extended an olive branch to the Democrats. You know, when he spoke about Obamacare, for example, he called for bipartisan efforts to fix our health care system and to get better, more flexible, higher quality health care for all Americans. So last night we saw him reaching across the aisle, and I think that was one of the reasons this was such a successful speech.
And we saw left members of Congress not extending their hand to him.
I know. I thought it was actually really despicable the way some of the Democrats in the audience were reacting to Trump. In some cases, we saw them giving him the thumbs down, actually, when he was talking about, you know, improving health care. In some cases, they were booing. They left early. They didn't applaud. I mean, they were acting like immature school children. And I'm not even talking about high schoolers. They were acting like junior high schoolers. It was really despicable to see. And, you know, if we want to get things done in Washington, we need to work together. And as much as they despise Trump, they've got to stop with this immature nonsense.
Kristin Tate, thank you.